I am an expert on tourism. If you dot your landscape with these horrible, horrible structures, you will do tremendous damage.
My question is, where is the clinical evidence? Not an opinion, an empirical assessment. Where is your clinical evidence? Who has produced it? Will you share it with the committee?
Well, first of all, I am the evidence. I think I'm more of an expert.
Here was Donald Trump in the year 2012 voicing his opposition to wind farms. When he was asked for the evidence of his claims, he'd give this line.
Today I stand before the United Nations General Assembly to share the extraordinary progress we've made. In less than 2 years, my administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. America's so true. Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.
Now, the president getting laughed at, it happens a lot. From the UN.
I got a studio audience question from Lee Shapiro. Lee's a tough guy. Lee says, what's the biggest mistake you think you've made in the first 100 days?
I'll tell you, that's the toughest question I can have because I don't really believe I've made mistakes.
You made any mistakes?
We're in a transition period. We're in a transition period.
To News Nation. By the way, of course he doesn't. His ego and his narcissism won't let him see anything for what it is. The irony here is during the Obama administration, he would tweet, "We need a president who isn't a laughingstock to the entire world," capital W for some reason. "We need a truly great leader, a genius at strategy and winning respect."
One thing you don't want to signal too much, you know, when we go in, we went in very hard and we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay? Right?
Even when he tries, like, the reverse Uno here with comedy, he just makes it awkward. Thus, when he gave his speech at the NATO summit in the Netherlands, SV Date, a senior White House correspondent at the Huffington Post, wrote on Twitter, "Trump is rambling at his news conference in The Hague, and foreign journalists who are unused to hearing his nonsense are giggling."
You should make an apology to us because you didn't congratulate us for the peace deal that President Trump made between Albania and Azerbaijan.
I'm sorry for that, guy.
Yeah. So, and you worked very hard. He worked very hard. We had 500.
Not just journalists, world leaders get in on the fun. People wrote, during the European Political Community meeting in Copenhagen, the Albanian PM threw his arm around Macron, who was speaking with the president of Azerbaijan, and they joked about Trump. This has been a theme for his second presidency. To the first,
Germany will become totally dependent on Russian energy if it does not immediately change course. Here in the Western Hemisphere, we are committed to maintaining our independence from the encroachment of expansionist foreign powers. It has been the formal policy of our country since President Monroe.
Even the German delegation laughed at him. I mean, what are we doing here?
We are winning in the polls. We are. Not the fake polls. Not the fake polls. They're the ones we're not winning in. We're winning in the real polls. You know, the online polls. They are so easy to win. Did you know that? I know that. Did you know that? I kind of know that. I know that. They are so easy to win. I have this Russian guy. Believe me, it's true. It is true.
In 2017, former Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull roasted Trump. Tons laughed at him. New Zealand's PM would also get in on the fun. She'd tell reporters, quote, I was waiting to walk out to be introduced at the East Asia Summit gala dinner, where we all paraded, and while we were waiting, Trump in jest patted the person next to him on the shoulder, pointed at me and said, quote, this lady caused a lot of upset in her country, talking about the election. I said, well, only maybe 40%. Then he said it again. And I said, laughing, no one marched when I was elected. He laughed. And it was only afterwards that I reflect that it could have been taken in a very particular way. He did not seem offended.
And I can't understand why everybody treats Donald Trump with kid gloves. And then I realized they're the only gloves that'll fit his stupid little baby hands. Oh, man. But actually, frankly, Donald Trump, his campaign is inspiring. Mass violence. But Donald Trump, you know what it is with Donald Trump? Donald Trump looks like the rich dad in every episode of Law and Order where the frat kid accidentally strangles a hooker, right? Doesn't he? Or as they say here at the Washington Hilton, Tuesdays. Tuesdays worth. But guys, I am not surprised Donald Trump is happening to America because I watch movies. I do. And every time there's a black president, something always comes to destroy the earth.
Comedians like Larry Wilmore also had a good time at the president's expense.
A lot of people told me, Hassan, if you go after the administration, it would be petty, unfair, and childish. In other words, presidential. So here we go. I get why Donald Trump didn't want to be roasted tonight. By the looks of him, he's been roasting nonstop for the past 70 years. Historically, the president usually performs at the Correspondents' Dinner, but I think I speak for all of us when I say he's done far too much bombing this month.
That joke is sadly timeless from comedian Hassan Minhaj.
Can't follow Trump scandals. There's too many Trump scandals to keep up with. Keeping up with Trump scandals is like watching Star Wars movies. You gotta watch the third one to understand the first one. Then you can't miss the second one because it's got Easter eggs for the fifth one. Donald Trump is the only politician whose scandals got spinoffs on Disney+. But the Trump arrest, it made everybody question what they believe. You thought you leaned one way politically, then Trump got locked up. Everybody started waffling. Put Republicans between a rock and a hard place. Donald Trump got locked up, and for years, all y'all been saying for years, we gotta get tough on crime. Trump got arrested. We meant black crime.
Ditto with former Daily Show guy and all-around good dude, baseball fanatic, Roy Wood Jr. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYTsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.